and click. Hello everyone. Today debate on this channel is we got the round three of two epic legendary debaters in this epic legendary debate. So in the other corner we have Luctum Spirit using Puyo Puyo Satan, and then in the other corner we have Faithful
Debate
Volume
about to
and
start
use a
or
character
What
from a
the?
Dragon Ball game, quote unquote, the best hero. So, with that being said, you guys can start.
Okay, now
Okay,
I'm going first. I
you
said.
want to go first?
I just said I was going to go first. Okay, so
Okay.
now for my first Rincon, I'm going to say this: that Satan can easily use his magic to can turn Hero back to when he was a child, and by doing this, this will heavily make him weaker, and won't be able to use his transformation due to not having very little minute of stamina and using
Oh,
transformation.
okay, first. So basically, what you're saying is that he can use his magic to turn him back into a child. So age regression.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. So basically, could you go? Could you go like more in depth as to how like the magic works that he uses?
All he does is just transforms. He just transforms him into a child. He can either think of it, think of saying the spell, or he can just say it, turning him back into a child. What do you have to resist this? And he has shown us to do this to Lagnus, and an adult, which he transformed into a child.
Okay. So like, I can get into like the debate zone. Like, can you like see a picture of him doing that?
You can post it. So what do you have to resist this?
I'm trying to find it. But, someone tag me like to the debate zone. I'm having trouble finding it.
Okay.
Oh crap! Got deleted. Ah, thanks. Okay, my count is my counter is that hero has senses to attacks like that. We are scaling above Goku.
Can you show me some evidence of this?
Yes.
Whew.
Okay. There we go.
I can't see it. Oh, there. It says you're typing.
My wife is kind of like yours at times, kind of, dips in and out.
Okay. Yeah, it's not popping up.
Okay. Okay. Let me just click it. There we go. Okay, I got them.
I mean, someone can try to read it.
Oh, the videos is odd.
Okay, there it goes. Okay, so now for my counter for this is that you're showing Dragon Ball GT. Dragon Ball GT and Hero are from different continuities, so you really cannot scale Hero to Dragon Ball GT.
Could you say that again? You got out.
Okay, I said that you can't really be using Dragon Ball GT to scale that to Hero because Hero and GT are from different continuities, so you really can't be using that.
I actually can because these verse. they're the exact same characters, then there's no deviation in how they act or behave that suggests otherwise.
Okay, so then can you show me proof by an author statement of saying that they're both in the same timeline?
I'd show you proof of an author statement that they're both in the same timeline.
Yes, yes, because they're from both different continuities. And you
I mean,
can't say
technically,
you
the
cannot say
story
that they're the
mode
same,
and the hero mode are kind of
but they're
meshed
completely
together.
different. They are completely different from each other. And that's you have yet to show me. You have yet to show
Completely
me proof.
different. Okay, wait. You said completely different.
No, I
Now,
did
you
not.
said they had differences. You just said they were completely different continuities.
And yes, and I just showed you, and I just told you, show me proof that they're from the same universe or continuity. That's what I'm asking, because you're using your own headcanon right now, saying that they are from the
It's
same universe.
not headcanon because the characters that are like in this anime are the main villains in his story.
Okay, but that's not yet proving that they're from the same continuity. You have yet to prove that.
So basically, you want proof that they are from the same continuity.
Yes.
Okay, let me just check the game statement then. Hmm. Okay, let me just get it.
Everybody's kung fu fighting. Dun, 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 dun. Fast as
Fist of
lightning.
lightning.
Be the best in the
Alright, like what I'm finding is I would like to ask, what makes you say the two different continuities?
But no, you're not gonna derail this debate. Show no, yeah, we're not moving on to the different points. You have to show me that they're from the same
Never
continuity.
said we were moving. I'm asking you about the point we're
No,
talking about.
and I'm asking you because you're trying to derail. The show me proof. That's all I'm asking.
Nah, I'm
If you're not gonna
finding
show me
like
proof,
asking to you at the same
I'm
time.
going to dismiss your point. I'm going to dismiss your point if you do not show me proof. You have to show me that they're from the same continuity. Then plus, Hero does not exist in Dragon Ball GT.
You mean the anime?
It's this. Oh my, it's the same thing.
But
I'm saying Dragon Ball GT because what you're showing me is anime Dragon Ball GT, but you know what I mean.
honestly, I think you're saying that because you know this feat. If I can like prove it, it kind of like he resists that.
You're
Yeah,
derailing from this debate to show me proof that they're from the same continuity.
I'm not no alien if I'm talking about the same subject you just brought up.
But you're trying to change the subject. I told you first. You're gonna show me first that they're from the same continuity. If you're not gonna show me that, because that's the claim that you made. You made a bold claim saying that they are. So yeah, you have to show me right now that they're from the same continuity.
All right, Fate. What Luctum's trying to say is basically this: like it's up on burden of proof for you to prove on why it's canon or not. You using like his words right now. You like trying to ask him to prove what he's saying is irrelevant because you said they're canon and you made like the first claim, so you have to. Like you actually have to prove it with evidence that it's canon.
And if you can't, then I'll just dismiss your point.
Alright, okay, wait. I got something better than.
Do you just
Yeah,
want to leave this up to
something
the
else.
judges, or no?
I mean, I got something else that this one is actually better hitting.
Okay, but is this showing that they're from the same continuity?
Ah,
Is this showing that they're from the
well,
same
ba-
continuity?
basically, if this one doesn't work, I'm gonna get back to that one. But what this one is also proving is his resistance to like basically being warped in general, like his age or something like that.
Age or something?
Because you said like his age, like he can just decrease Ero's age and therefore decrease his power.
Okay, but you're kind of shifting. You're kind of shifting the points. But what I asked you was, how are you still have yet to prove that they're from the same continuity? So since you're not showing me that they are from the same continuity, I'm just going to dismiss your point completely.
Hmm.
Show me that they're from the same continuity. Because you're kind of shifting. You're kind of shifting.
I mean, that really just kind of correlates to. I'm still trying to
No,
find
it
the
really
author
doesn't.
statement, but the author statement is.
I'm
Other
just
than
gonna-
that,
I'm just gonna
it is the
dismiss your
same
point.
dragon.
I'm going to
Oh,
dismiss
no,
your
I
point
think-
because you're not showing that they're from the same continuity.
I'm trying to find the author statement to the game, but
Okay,
I'm not
then.
getting a clearly reading for like the author.
So why did you show me this link if you're not if you're trying to prove that?
Right? Technically, that's a because it's a that I can prove that he can. Oh wait, the link that I can prove like he scales to. Right now, I'm looking at like the story, of his and like inside the game itself. And, okay, wait. Okay, let me just. God dang it.
Oh yeah, and judges, if we take too long on a point, make sure that you tell us to move on, so we can get to all our rincons.
Yeah, here we go. And what if I could show you like moment where like it proves that they are in the same universe?
Okay, then prove that they're in the same continuity. They might be in the same verse, but you got to realize that Dragon Ball GT is not canon. Dragon Ball GT and Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z are all they're different.
Wait, if Dragon Ball GT is now considered non-canon, doesn't that just mean that you can pretty much do what you want with the material?
No, you can't. No, you don't. No, you can nowhere near do that because he is the games. Okay, bro. The games, the movies, and then Dragon Ball GT are all from different continuities. So you can't all because one is not canon doesn't mean you can use your head canon to say to put these two verses together. You can't do
Okay,
that.
right now I'm gonna put 3 examples about why the lot of it is here overlap. Examples, wait, gotta. Okay, here's the first example.
Okay, so what are you trying to prove here?
Okay, basically what I'm showing is that the store. Basically what I'm showing is that the game are doing a very similar universe compared to one another due to the fact that inside of the hero story itself, it also goes into stories that they are also in like the main canon at the time, like GT and Dragon Ball Z. They wouldn't have mentioned any of that if this was a different dimension, as you said. Prefers
Okay.
to Piccolo as Demon King Piccolo happened in the main continuity.
Okay. So basically, again, you're using your own headcanon because you have yet to prove that they're in the same continuity.
Nah.
Because hang on. Hero is nowhere near in Dragon Ball or in Dragon Ball GT. So you cannot justify your own headcanon to say that they're in the same universe just all because, like I said, bro, the anime, the movies, and the games are all different continuities. You have yet to prove that they're in the same continuity because one can be in the game, all because one can be in the game doesn't mean that the other one is in the anime or the other one is not in the movies.
I never said he was in the anime or like in any of
Then
the
why'd you show me Dragon Ball GT?
What? Okay,
Show me
dude,
Dragon Ball
wait,
GT.
Stop, let me talk. You're messing up my speeds. Now look, what I am saying is that basically Piccolo has no deviations like between Piccolo's character here and in the main continuity. Even goes as far as to at the state that he is indeed the guy he was looking for. And if you listen to like the dialogue and like the scene here, you see that it's pretty much confirmed that this is the same Piccolo from the main continuity down to boy and his origin as it is. So I could argue possibly that could be potentially stronger than who he just said he fought while he was talking to Hero.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this. So I'm gonna ask you a question, okay? So do you think that the DBZ movies and the DBZ canon and the DBZ show, do you think that they both correlate together? It's a yes or no question.
That's a pretty loaded question because you can take whatever you want out of it.
Just answer it, yes or no.
I'm not going to that.
You're not going to answer that?
We're doing with it.
Okay.
Because you know the answer to that as well as I do.
Yeah, and what is it?
Okay, this is kind of like that other thing you tried to do that one time.
Okay, bro, I'm going to dismiss your point. I'm going to dismiss your point because you're not showing any evidence that they're from the same continuity.
I just showed you. I could actually show you more. So basically, you want to see more like evidence, but I actually showed you one example though.
Okay. So all because, bro, hang on. So all because one person does the same actions in different continuities does not make them in the same continuity. So all because Piccolo can act one certain way inside the game and then act another way inside the anime doesn't mean that they're connected together.
No, you're missing the part where he also has the same story as well. Like the same narrative and the same abilities. Moves.
But doesn't make
so basically.
Go ahead.
You're saying that doesn't make them the same.
Yes, yes, it does not make them the same. All because they share similar action doesn't mean that they're in the same continuity. Then also here you go. He is. I was waiting for this.
Okay, what happened?
Wasp on me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so here we go. So now I want you to read this.
Okay, what is this?
So what do you think of that?
Says the movie is in like the main canon or the same thing.
Okay then. So by you using a game, and then you try using all these different Dragon Ball's continuities to connect them as one, doesn't make sense.
Wait, look.
I mean, I can show you like some more proof about like how they also have the.
Yeah, let Phoenix speak.
Okay. The judges agreed that like basically this is going in circles, so let's leave this point to the judges and move on because it's just going.
So what's your second rincon? I mean, your first rincon.
Yeah, basically my rincon now is that. Let's see. I was kind of that hero does a solo player. in half with a Destructo Disc.
Wait, what?
When kind that hero does a Solar Flare and then uses the Destructo Disc.
On Satan.
Yes, on Satan.
Okay. I got something for this. Okay, so now for me. Excuse me. So now for me, I would say this, that my character has type 5 immortality to able to withstand this Destructo Disc.
Type 5 immortality.
Yep.
You show an example of that?
Okay.
Do you need an explanation of type 5 or you...
Yeah, you should ask that to Fate if he needs it.
Fate, do you need it?
I could use a quick reminder.
Okay, basically type 5 is where you're not bounded by death. Death has no toll on you, so you're like banned from heaven and hell. It takes like some BFR or ceiling to do something to you.
BFR ceiling.
Well, hold on. It also could require like soul destruction or existence erasure too when you're bound, when you're not like able to go to death or like heaven and all that in hell. Yeah.
So basically, your Destructo Disc really want to be able to work on me.
Basically, he's Lobo. Can't go to heaven or hell. Basically, Lobo.
And at the same time, even if you can live through getting cut in half, that would still incapacitate you to a degree.
An hour and 48 right here. But either way, he wouldn't be he'll be able to withstand this. And I can also have another link to where Puyo characters can get their heads literally chopped off and still be able to fight.
I'd like to see that, but let me look at this one first.
Say that again?
I would like to see like them surviving getting their heads cut off.
Okay.
Look at this one first.
And that is at 336. So I'm basically saying that my type 5 immortality and my durability will be able to use. So basically, your Destructo Disc really wouldn't be able to hurt me.
Okay, I have
still be able to survive
questions about this. First off, I can't read this. It's in Japanese.
But it's in
I don't know.
context. If you look at the video, you'll literally see for the first one, their soul getting ripped out of their soul coming out of them, still be able to fight. And then the second one is literally the head getting chopped off and still being able to fight.
Wait. Okay, I looked at 148. Let me watch that 148 one again. On 148, and I just see like a big black and yellow ball flying towards her. She gets damaged, and she's getting her head stuff after this old lady appears.
Hang on. But literally getting the soul ripped out and having type 5 immortality.
I did not see that in the video. I just saw her getting attacked.
Hang on. I'm trying to find the clip.
There you go.
Oh, no. Hang on. Hang on. Okay, so basically in the context video, it's basically showing that that their soul is literally being come out of them, And then I think I gave the wrong timestamp on that one. My bad.
Okay.
Let me get you the correct timestamp.
So 3:30.
Come on, you stupid Wi-Fi. Oh, okay, no. It's 47, 37.
What?
47, 37.
47:37. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, in the context of this video, their soul is being ripped out. Ah, and just watch all the way. Just watch all the way until
37:37.
and watch all the way till. Hang on.
Okay.
Yeah, and watch all the way until 48, 44. To where basically, they're literally getting their soul ripped out of them and being erased from existence.
Okay, 47:37 to 48. 48. Wait, what again?
Yeah. Did you see it?
I mean, I'm watching 47:37 to 48.
Crap. My bad.
Timestamp,
I know I'm
dude.
messing up a lot, but hang on. I got the wrong time step again. Okay, try 1 hour. You got 1 hour? And 35.
Okay, yeah.
That's more.
1 hour 35.
My bad. And then you literally see you got 130 1 hour and 35?
Hey, 1:30. Okay.
1 hour and 35.
Okay. And
And now you see the
1 hour
soul get ripped out.
35.
You saw it?
An hour. You said 1:35 to
1 hour
okay.
and 35. So 1 hour, 1:00, then 35 next to it. So 1 hour and 35 seconds. I'll give it.
Okay.
You got it now?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
My bad. It's the link I had sent me to a different timestamp.
Oh, okay.
So basically, if you see in that particular part of where it's like basically Grim Reaper takes the soul away. That's a better clarification.
Okay, let's see. Oh, that's it. Okay, I watched the 135, and what I see is that she's now fighting a clone of herself.
It's not a clone. It's did you see the Green Reaper?
Saw a lady in a white robe.
No. if you looked what I said 1 hour and 35. I put this timestamp, and you literally see
I
Grim
did.
Reaper.
I looked at it.
And did you see the Green Reaper? And do I have to screenshot it for you?
I mean, no, I'm looking at it.
And did
I
you see
saw
the Grim
her.
Reaper?
Okay, wait. Let me go back and like look at that. I saw that fight. Did I not watch it big enough? I need to watch past 135 because all I'm seeing is like we're fighting a cult.
Yes, past 135.
Okay. Oh, I see it now.
Yes.
Oh,
Type 5 immortality. So really, the destructo disc really wouldn't be able to work on Satan either way.
okay. I saw the Grim Reaper like whip the soul out of the goal with purple clothing, but he didn't touch the one with blue clothing.
That's because she's the one. That's because those characters have Type 5 immortality. She's actually still alive. She basically just stunned her because if she was dead, you would have saw her decayed body. It would have completely fall out on the floor. But no, she was only brought to her knees.
She was still incapacitated for a bit.
So really, that's really negating to what Hero can do.
Like the and then that even like this, I see him whipping her soul out. At the same time, it's
She's not
soul.
dead.
She's not dead, but she is dazed and disoriented.
Yes, so not dead.
Yeah, I'm not really looking for like a killing blow. Like what I am saying is that, can they do that? Can they regenerate like their heads?
Huh? Yes. I mean, yes, they could regenerate because their heads because either way they have. My character has healing either way.
Okay, but like in the bottom clip that you also showed me, this guy got his head cut off, and he is just a head now. Like he didn't.
And he's still fighting.
And
he's still fighting.
without a body.
Yes, he's fighting. He's fighting only. It's only his head, but he's still fighting.
Okay, but once you say he's still at a disadvantage either way, though.
Not really, because he's still putting up a fight.
Are he's still with his head or without it?
What?
The body.
Say that again.
Basically, you're saying that even without a body, he could still fight.
Yes. I just showed you proof. So really, if Hero, so basically, Hero cannot get through his Type 5 immortality.
You do agree he would be able to cut through him?
I wouldn't say that because my character easily has attack reflection, which can easily reflect the solar disk, and then also energy absorption, and also being able to create barriers to help him.
Okay. I have like. Oh, here's my first question about the attack and the attack absorption. Has he ever deflected or absorbed key energy before?
Huh?
Has he ever deflected or absorbed key energy before, or just magic?
Oh, which is magic, you said?
No, I'm asking. No, I asked. Okay, basically, I like the magic component, but I'm asking, like, has he ever attacked, reflected, or absorbed key energy before?
Okay. Okay. He might have not done it before, but still, Satan still has Type 5 immortality. So basically, the destructible disc won't do nothing to him.
But so you're admitting that he wouldn't be able to absorb or reflect any of his attacks?
Yes. Basically, it wouldn't even be able to hurt him.
That doesn't mean it wouldn't hurt him. The destructor disc can actually hurt beings at a. Okay, we're throwing him up at like equal stats, right? Like
Okay.
initial stats.
Okay,
So what
yes,
I'm
but
saying
not
is that-
hacks. But not hacks. We're not doing equal hacks. So my type,
Never
so my
said
type
they were
5
doing
immortality, my type
They were
5
doing hacks.
immortality still stands.
Let me finish speaking. I never said we were doing hacks. What I'm saying is that since they were both at equal initial stats, the destructor has shown to people that are at least hundreds of thousands of times stronger than the user, or it would still cut through him since they're both at an equal starting point.
Actually, no, because if I remember correctly, the destructo disc really didn't work on Cell. So by you saying that it could work on anyone is a no limits fallacy.
I meant within the verse. Also, I would like to,
No, it's
another
too late. You said it could work on anyone, so you just did a no limits fallacy.
depends on the user, actually, if you will let me get through talking.
No,
Depends on the
You
user.
finished talking. You said you asked me. You asked me, and I specifically said that you basically just did a no limits fallacy because you said that the destructor can work on anyone
Let me add some context to what I meant.
with a higher
The context
ones that
I'm
are higher
talking
level.
about, you have said the guy you're talking about is Krillin. I'm not talking about
But you
Krillin.
just said
Of
the
course, you would
destructo disc.
fail because if the level is too high, then of course it wouldn't just cut. It also mentioned that was anime filler, and that was not in the manga.
And the
And
manga.
another thing I would
Bring out the
I
manga.
said that was filler. The scene that you're referring to was filler. That's what I said. I could say it was filler. But like I'm not but like instead of saying it was filler, which I could argue, I would say something else. It depends on who uses it. Because the higher the level of the person who uses it, then the higher the level that they can use it on can also correlate. And even if we want to exclude Cell, Krillin has still managed to endure and cut through people that are to the time stronger than his own power. And since Hero has mastered this technique, he'll be able to do it as well. So I would argue it still cut through him.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question. Okay, so can the destructo disc work on beings with type 5 immortality?
Does immortality
Or type 4.
correlate to? Right, so basically, you're asking me, can it work on people that would have type 5 immortality?
Or type 4?
I mean, immortality doesn't directly translate to durability, so I would say it would still cut them up.
Well, actually, just answer that question. Can it go through? Because either way, if I have immortality, type 5 immortality, the destructo disc really want to be able to do nothing to me.
It would still cut you up, and as you just shown, like in that video that you just sent, he
Then
doesn't reattach his head to his body, so I'm led to believe he can't just reattach his head.
okay, but you're forgetting what I said about Satan having healing. So either way, so really either way, the destructo disc wouldn't be able to do nothing because Satan can easily just regenerate him. The man is literal the devil himself. He is literally the devil of the Puyoverse.
Okay, you say healing, but the question remains: how strong is his healing factor?
You're really derailing. You're really derailing from
You
this.
just
You
brought up
have
his
not
healing
answered my
factor.
point first.
You literally just brought up his healing factor, man. I'm asking you, can his healing factor reattach his head to his body?
Okay, sure, yeah. He has healing. The man is literal Satan himself.
That doesn't answer my question. Lots of Satans
Okay,
in fiction.
Oh my! This is really going around in circles. So, can we move on to the next point? Go on to our next ring cons. Leave it to the judges.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait,
You
let
agree
me
with that?
let me just put this down real quick.
You agree with that?
I mean, wait, hold
Let's
up a
move on
bit.
to our next point because this is going in circles.
Hold up a bit. Need to get this.
Burl, you still there? Hello? Guys, I think he
He's
Yeah,
deaf.
just a,
he's
Oh.
mutant deaf.
we'll be fine. Infinite. There's not many pauses, so he'll be able to like. Well, it's like the
don't
first
worry.
big pause, really. Yeah.
Now it's time to bring up my big one, existence
Well, this is like
erasure.
the this is like the first big pause, so we're good actually.
Yeah, you're
Like
doing
y'all
great.
been going.
You're doing great, Luktum. You're doing great.
I mean, it's a bit of a mess currently, but it's okay.
A bit of a
Yeah.
mess.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Yeah,
just
yo.
now turned that way though, but it actually lasted better than it usually does in terms of like good
True.
Yeah, we'll just explain to you the mess
later
when it
on.
happens.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, bro, are we gonna move on to our next point?
Yeah. I mean, let's see.
Yes,
I mean, I
because
could give,
this is
you know,
going
I was
around in
gonna give
circles.
like an explanation about like how key works. I could actually argue that. Okay, wait.
But you
So
move
I
on to a
say
different
like one
topic.
thing.
You're now we're
And-
talking about key. Okay, let's just move on to a
Yeah,
different topic.
Hack
Leave
is
this to
made of
judges.
key. You know, it relates to what I'm saying.
Leave
What I'm
this to the
saying is that I'm gonna ask
judges.
you one last question. Like, so
Just leave
they
this
can
to
survive
judges.
the soul being removed or
Just leave
destroyed.
this to the judges. This is going around. We've been on this point for like 30 minutes. So let's just leave this to the judges.
Okay, like do you guys move on?
Yeah, move on.
Okay. So now for my next Rincon, I'm gonna bring up existence erasure. Does Hero have any resistance to existence erasure?
Proof of the
Yes or, it's
existence
a yes or
eraser
no
first.
question. A yes or
I
no
want
question.
to see like if it's actually existence eraser, because one time you bought it up and it wasn't actually existence
Just
eraser.
tell me. Just tell me. I'll show you it after. Okay, now. Does Hero have resistance to existence erasure?
You haven't given me an example.
Can you
Again.
just tell me? Can you just tell me? That's all I want. No, what?
Yes.
Corn, you owe me $20. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna show you my existence erasure, and you're gonna show me.
I think you
that
did do
Hero-
that before.
Okay, just show me. Okay, I'm gonna show you proof about existence erasure. Okay, and then after that, you're gonna show me
Okay.
how hero can resist existence erasure. Okay.
Okay. That's like okay.
Okay, let's right here. Okay, so basically for this, I'm just gonna read this to you. Okay, it says the more you erase normal Puyo, the more it is a living Puyo. Next to normal, when it disappears, it is influenced by it and beyond the space-time. Fly to when a large amount occurs, and angry hair it a heaven. And that's how it's literally said. So this is
Okay,
existence.
the more
existence
you
erasure.
erase the normal Puyo, the more it is a living Puyo.
Erased. The more
Yeah,
you
like-
erase.
The more you erase.
So how does Hero have resistance to existence erasure?
Yeah, you're showing like me the text. Can you like show me a feat from like the game or like whatever media he's from where he
Oh,
does
okay.
this?
Okay, it's popping Puyo like normal. That's literally
Popping
That's literally what it
Puyo erases them from existence.
it literally just says that they're erasing Puyos from existence. So arguing that existence erasure. So now I'm gonna show you just a small
Wait,
clip.
wait until like
I'm just gonna show you a
wait.
small them erasing
Okay,
Puyo.
okay.
So now how does Hero have resistance to existence erasure?
Still trying to get like if this is actually existence or just a really complete form of destruction. I'm trying to we need this again. The more you erase the normal Puyo, the more it is a living Puyo next to a normal. When it disappears, it is. Dang, let me open that up in a different text thing. Dang, this is small. When it disappears, it is influenced by it, and beyond the space-time fly to when a large amount occurs. We hear it's a heaven. Okay, wait, I have a question about this. So it says fly to when a large amount occurs, angry hair, it's a heaven. If you're a wasteful existence, how can you go to heaven?
It's not saying. See, you're taking this out of context. Does it say it goes to heaven?
Says when a large amount occurs. Oh wait, no, wait, I think I might be reading it wrong. Says when a large amount occurs, angry hair, it's a heaven. It's a. What does it mean by it's a heaven?
It's basically what this is basically saying, that it feels like heaven. So it's not saying they're going to heaven. It's saying it's a heaven. See, you see, because if it was saying it goes to heaven, it will say it goes to heaven, but it's not. So this right here proves that it's existence erasure. So now, how does Hero resist existence erasure?
Okay, what's the time frame of like this video?
It's just this is just popping Puyo normal, like it says right here. When you pop normal, it says the more you pop normal Puyo. So that right there is just an example of popping Puyo and existence erasure.
So just by casually popping them, they are away from existence.
Yes.
Okay, I do actually have a question about like that. So because the Puyo are like away from existence due to casually popping them, doesn't that just go more in tune with their nature than of the attack that's being used against them?
Actually no, because if you don't do it the right way, because Puyos cannot be popped just by popping them like that. No, it's a technique. It's a technique that you have to use.
Okay, there's a technique that you have to use to pop the Puyo.
Okay. But now,
Okay,
can you tell me? But now that I told you now, but now can you tell me, how does Hero have resistance to existence erasure? Because you made that bold claim.
Okay, I want to feel like one more thing about like the Puyo. So basically, you pop them with a certain technique. The thing I want to ask is, could this work on someone who's not a Puyo?
What?
Could this work on someone who's not a Puyo?
Yes, it can. But
Oh,
either
it
way,
can.
because I have, let's see, right here. If you read this article, that's if
Is it in the video or is it?
no, I'm sending you
okay.
something else.
Okay.
I'm sending you something else of where popping Puyo literally destroyed the multiverse that they were in, basically erasing it, and then they had to recreate that multiverse.
So basically, being the Puyo destroyed the multiverse they were in.
So now can we
Alright,
get on to that topic of what you said, that bold claim that you made of Hero being able to resist?
yeah, we can get to that, but like, you haven't proved this is existence erasure.
Yeah,
Just 'cause
I
the universe
just
is being
proved it that it was
destroyed.
existence erasure.
Yes,
I
you
just
said
proved
that
it.
they used a technique on the Puyo
I
that
just
erased them from
proved that it was
existence.
existence erasure.
Then you brought up like that multiverse thing. Like, just because it's destroyed doesn't mean it was erased from existence. So
I just proved it that it was erased from existence. I literally proved it. It's in the screenshot that I proved.
Looped him. Chill out.
Oh my gosh, just
Looped him. Just chill the fuck out.
Okay. Yeah, calm down. No offense, but like,
Bro, you do
get
not
a
need to
little
be a fucking chest pounding gorilla. Chill the fuck out.
oh my gosh. Can you just please just tell me, how does Hero have resistance to
Like,
existence
y'all
erasure?
could just leave this to the judges because like y'all are just like, wow, I don't know.
Well,
Y'all
hang on, Corn. I want to see his evidence to Hero having existence erasure, resistance to existence erasure, because he made that bold statement.
Yeah, actually, you have like that.
And one of you guys
Wait,
owes
that's
me
below-
owes me $20. The judges.
Give you $20 over the internet.
Just just show me the evidence.
Okay. Let's look through these scans real quick.
Let's
Okay,
kind of wrap
it
it up.
was-
That's after this this Rincon. Just kind of wrap it up because I have to go back. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay. The bigger, like, it's a bigger feat to this, but like right here, this is Omega Thin One's negative karma balls, and the guy stated it would spread and would spread, devour, and spoil, and essentially erase the entire macrocosm of the Dragon Ball world.
Okay. So from this point that you're showing, this is only showing a universal to multiversal an attack. This is not really showing existence erasure because if this was
It's actually a hack.
hang on. If this was showing existence erasure, the entire being of themselves will be erased. And either way, you're showing me Dragon Ball GT again, which we already discussed. It's a different continuity. I want to see Hero doing it because I'm also going to bring up this all because Goku or all because all these other Dragon Balls can do it. What makes you think that Hero can do it?
What makes me think he scales above them, and it's even set data in his story and shown when he trains with them. And his same story, I might add.
But
He's trained by all of them.
that still does not prove anything. And plus, this does not prove that this is existence erasure. Nowhere near.
And I'm finding like a thing to that. But at the same time, I could also like a technique that the Puyo are using.
You're derailing. Show me. You're derailing right now. Show me. You have to show me the evidence of how this is existence erasure.
I'm showing you the evidence. I'm just talking like while I'm doing it.
Okay, but we're not going to move on to. We're not going to backtrack.
But not backtracking. We're talking about the same
Yes, you
thing.
are. You, what you're doing right now is kind of backtracking because you're trying to bring up my existence erasure. I proved how mine is existence erasure. Now I'm trying to see how you can resist it.
I mean, technically, you just showed it could work on Puyo, and that it can arguably destroy the multiverse. Because I'd argue it was just destroyed in several ways. But I am finding that counter for like existence erasure.
Okay, just find it.
Okay. There we go.
Hang on. Okay, let's got where it's not loading.
Yeah, give a minute. It's taking a while. Okay, here's another example. I put the timestamp. We've been having like issues with timestamps. That's the one. There's also more beyond that.
It says negative energies and destruction abilities. So you said okay, so we're gonna go to 56.
That just
Okay, where it says okay, it says the planet soon destroyed. All the cosmos around it will be wiped out. Okay, that's basically show that's not really existence erasure.
there's also another feat within the same video.
It's
If
not-
you go to another one, let me get the timestamp.
Okay. What's your other timestamp?
Wait, I'm finding it. Okay, it's at 117, but you need to watch it to like a certain point.
117.
Yeah. Then
It says 117. It says this thing will load for me. Okay, it says pause that. It says the minus energy overflow from them envelop the whole Earth. It's really not showing again existence erasure.
but yeah,
The dog,
So let's kind of I really have to go back. So let's kind of hurry up with this.
the dog is telling Fate to give up.
Bro, shut up.
That dog had some BFR hacks, not gonna lie.
Being introduced to 8-Tune.
I'm back. I have to check some guys out. Well, so you said basically this does improve resistance to it, so I. What the?
Go get the dog.
Okay.
Okay, so you there? I don't know. Oh, sorry guys for yelling like that. It's just kind of got me pissed off or kind of mad because when he didn't, like, I showed him the evidence.
Wait,
So, my
CDH
bad on
is
that
like
part.
muted, not. I. CDH, remember to mute.
They got from 117 to 205.
205, 117 to 205. Okay, got it. Okay. Okay. So it says. Okay, so the Earth itself become decay, not really erasure. And what you just showed me right now is just basically showing a universal, or I mean multiversal. I mean multi-universal attack. Not really existence erasure.
Okay, if it was just a normal attack, it wouldn't have reached the Kaioshin realm. This is in a different realm of reality.
Okay,
have to
but
bypass that.
existence erasure, that right there is just showing them destroying this. Destruction, like the destruction and erasing someone from existence is completely different.
I already know that.
So then why'd you show me that clip? And either way, you brought up Dragon Ball.
Technically destruction. This is actually spoiling it, not destroying it. It's like removing all the positive energy until it just gets erased from existence and corrupted by the negative energy.
For
Basically,
one,
what it's
okay. For one, it did not say that it was getting erased. For two, you can't just assume that it's existence erasure because if this was do you know what existence erasure is?
Why are you asking me these simple questions? You know what that is.
You see, because you're trying to say that this is existence erasure, but there's no evidence that's saying that it's existence erasure. All I'm seeing is multi-universal destruction. Nowhere near existence erasure.
Oh yeah, that's but not really destroying anything. It's wiping it away. Then like spoiling it.
Spoiling something and erasing something is completely different.
Depends on how you spoil it. What it is doing, basically, is it's removing all the positive energy from it in a way that wipes it out of existence. That's how it was able to reach into the Kaioshin realm. It wiped away the barriers between the physical and the mortal realm. Basically existence to reach into the Kaioshin realm. It wouldn't have been able to do that otherwise.
Still, yet not proof erasure. So now let's just move on to conclusions because I have to go back.
Okay, so I guess we'll move to conclusions. Oh, Luke, you can go first.
Okay,
like,
I'll
what's
go
your
first.
Wait, you can hear me, right?
I'll go first. Okay, so I believe that I won because I pretty much countered every point that you have made, and I also argue that my existence erasure will pretty much wipe out Hero, and pretty much you really had no counters to how Hero can even hurt Satan. So yeah, that's my conclusions.
Okay, my conclusion is that I've done a great job at proving why some of Hero's attacks, even if you can argue they wouldn't kill Satan, they would capacitate him and give Hero the that he needed to take KO, and that he has resistances to degrees of existence as well as having attacks that Satan cannot really absorb or deflect. So I think I have won his abilities and his training.
Can I go first?
Okay, I'll start it off
Okay.
by saying
I'll go second then.
this debate was. Well, you want to go first? Or?
No, I said I'll go second.
Okay. Basically, I was gonna say this debate was kind of a mess in the middle because of how some of the questions Fate was asking was kind of weird as well, and some of the points well, Luke sometimes Luke'em kind of screwed up getting the time frame a little bit, and it kind of messed up a little bit. But if I had to say a winner, Luke'em definitely won because Fate couldn't counter his win-con age manipulation. And also the existence erasure point, that resistance against existence erasure, and that wasn't really resistance. That was more of a space-time manipulation than actual existence erasure. Also, all in all, also for the whole cell scene, Luke'em, that was filler and stuff. You shouldn't have used that. Even the creators and the staff agreed it was filler. But all in all, I think Luke'em won this mostly due to his win con, and also he had better rhetoric.
Okay, can I go?
Alright. Yeah.
Okay, so I also think Luke'em won. Okay, so one for the whole continuity part. The whole continuity part at the start. I believe to that point, I was convinced of what he was to the table. Now, the part with the key ends on, or the fucking Destructo disc, that was kind of a weird point for me, especially because most of it was in English, not in English. It was really hard for me to see it. So for the immortality thing, probably because I just couldn't find it, but I didn't really see it, and I didn't really find the head chopping off thing. I did find the soul thing, so I'm gonna give that point to Luke'em, but I think he was able to get around the key ends on. The normal pew pew thing. Okay, for me, that point does look weird. When it says it'll erase the normal pew pew. For me, that's kind of vague, but I don't think Fate said enough to get around that point. So I got to give it to him. And any other point that was that I can remember, was kind of 50-50, I guess. So overall, I think Luke'em won mainly because Fate's character had no real way to counter the age manip, and even if the age manip didn't work, he had the existence erasure, which may or may not be able to work. So yeah, I think I would say Luke'em took it.
I'll just say this quick point before Corin gives his judgment, that if the existence erasure was accepted, Luke'em's existence erasure was accepted, that would kind of be existence erasure, erasing you from history in a way. So even if Fate's like existence, resistance, existence ratio count, it really wouldn't be on that sort of tier.
Yo.
Yeah, like so for me, here's the thing. Like, I basically agree with a lot of the other stuff. Now, the way Fate was trying to explain his own existence erasure was kind of weird because, like, just going into like other timelines or other space times. I mean, and going to like the Kyle realm doesn't really. He tried to argue that you wouldn't be able to do it any other way, but that's not true at all because that would just mean like his power. This has like you can argue 4D properties. It can go into like other space times and stuff and affect other space times. Kind of like how you could argue similar to like Battle of Gods Goku and them doing like their shockwaves, going into like other like space time like that. But like I don't really see how that would necessarily warrant existence erasure unless he meant to add on more. But other than that, I didn't hear anything that would warrant existence erasure. And yeah, while you could argue Luctum's was a little vague, he did have more evidence to suggest that his existence erasure was actually, along the lines of existence erasure. Yeah, like he did have more like preponderance of evidence to say. So I would say that, yeah. And like Fate really just couldn't counter it per se. And the soul stuff, all that kind of stuff. It's just like, Luctum shouldn't have brought up like the Cells team, but at the same time, sure, could also make the same thing. Fate should have not been using all these different continuities as well. So like kind of got to give him a strike, both of them for that. But like, I'd have to edge out with Luctum on this for real. Like he overall had better rhetoric and like better counters and hard points. So it's like, I guess Simple Star and Forrest can go next. Who y'all want to go?
Yo, me.
All right, go.
Oh damn! I was gonna go first.
No, wait, hold on. I really want to talk about this one. Okay, so.
Oh no.
Like, yeah, it was like a weird, like it was messy, but like I agree with like the other judges. Luctum did have like the win cons and countered Fateful's like arguments. Like they were like both like weird at times, like how Corn brought up like the continuity and like the cell thing. Like I felt like that was like stupid. But overall I would have to side with Luctum.
Anybody else want to judge? Forrest? Wait, did Forrest already
Yeah.
judge?
No, I haven't judged.
Oh, okay. You can judge.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, going back to what Corin said, you both made some weird, like, points, like odd points, like the cell point and stuff. Like, that was just completely irrelevant. I will say the existence erasure part, fair enough, like, people were saying it was vague, but Luctum did provide evidence, and even though Fate was disagreeing with it, like, again, you've got to prove that it's not existence erasure. Your word isn't enough. So that convinced me. So I give that to Luctum. Luctum had better win cons. So existence erasure and, of course, the age minute. And again, the whole continuity thing was just a poor argument because obviously it's not the case. So that defense was completely meaningless.
I'm so ready.
But
Let's do
overall,
this.
I give this to Luctum more often than not.
All right.
I'll start off. I've been waiting to say my judge.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, first thing first.
Okay,
I got so this is literally like
this
an
debate
hour.
was like messy.
Oh my god.
I have to give.
Okay.
No, he
I
was
was sick.
alone.
CDH, hold on, man.
CDH.
You're going after Infinite.
Yeah. So
All right, go ahead.
first thing first. I think this was a little letdown to how this was presented. Like, yes, like Luctum got like some win cons and actually got some like coins that got more better relic. I think it was named. You can correct me on that. And Fate like really cannot prove that the the game that he was in is connected, or at least like canon to the Dragon Ball GT. That was like something I really got pissed off about. And that example, like Luctum said, is like an example that you can't use like video games or just games or anime to connect like the same timeline. So right at the start, Fate like really like took the big L at the first point. And the existing erasure, I did watch the clips that Fate sent in. I really don't know about that being existing erasure. Like Luctum like very brought up points to why like his character can just erase like Hero. And lastly, I would say that the first video clip that Fate trying to argue that age manip will not work. Well, literally the first clip shows like Goku being turned as a kid. So, how do you feel about that? So overall, Luctum got this. I kind of predicted this is gonna be a slaughter. It's not much of a bad slaughter as other debate Fate has. So yeah.
All right, so CDH, go ahead and give your final thoughts before we end. Yeah, CDA.
All right. Is he unmuted? Yeah, he is. Okay.
The debate was kind of weird, but like, I feel like Wukdom honestly had more win condition overall.
All right, well, I think we get to keep going for Luctum on this. GG, guys. Good debate.
Oh, so
Okay.